Are you guys being able to see my tab?
Yes, sir.
All right. So just a second. Right. Okay. So let's just go through the passage. If you guys have any doubts, just let me know. I'll answer that as and when we do it. So I'll try and solve the questions with you. If you guys have already solved it, you must have an answer in your head. So what you need to do right now is see that what my logic is it matching yours? All right. And see if your answers are right or not. So if you have the mock answers written somewhere, open that, keep it in front of you. If you have a laptop on your phone, kahi pe bhi, if you have made any markings on your mock paper or something, just keep it with you so that you can do it as we do it together. All right. So let's just so this is how I would solve a logic session. Firstly, I would just go through the questions, okay, to see what kind of questions are there. All right, two passages, three passages, four, five, and then there are all of these questions also, which are not passage related. So I personally would always start with all of this kind of questions, statement, assumptions, because ये सब जल्दी जल्दी हो जाता है. That is my that's what I used to do. Okay, I used to do all this पहले कि this would be done जल्दी से, and then you can easily come back to these passages. In passages also I would just read a little bit like ऊपर ऊपर से, जैसे यहाँ पे I would read clean motor vehicles के बारे में है, which is alright. I know what they're talking about, so I will probably solve this because it's not. I don't see prima facie it is tough or not, right? मेरे को उतना tough नहीं लगा, so probably I would have solved this essay. Or right, again, this is more of a philosophy kind of passage, which I was not very good at. So I would probably skip this and do it at the end. Do the easier passages first. So this is something that you guys can do too, so that this is a strategy that I used to use. If you guys think this is something you are comfortable with, you're feel free to do it. It saves time. Like it takes a couple of minutes, yes, but it saves quite a lot of time eventually. But today we'll just solve passages properly. एक एक करके. Let's just go through the first passage, okay? If you guys have not solved the mock, you might do it with me right now. पर बाद में properly पूरा mock time पे कर लेना, ठीक है? Let's just solve this up. Just a second. Right. So what are they talking about? They're talking about coronavirus and Wuhan area in China where it originated from, right? So I've got that basic idea overlook, but I'll just go through the thing again once एक बार. Over 100 people have succumbed to the mystery virus originated in China's Wuhan province, and it has been confirmed in at least 10 other countries. The Chinese authorities have acknowledged that the virus has affected 44,500 people, but modeling by researchers at Imperial College London suggests that 70 to 1 lakh people could be affected. The WHO, which last week desisted from describing the situation of public health emergency, has asked countries in Southeast Asia to remain vigilant. The outbreak has evoked memories of the SARS epidemic of 2002-2003, which killed nearly 800 and affected more than 8,000 people worldwide. It was also ascribed to coronavirus and manifested similar symptoms. Antibiotics do not work against such viral pneumonia, and there are no vaccines against them. However, there are reassuring differences between the situation 2002, 2003, and the one today. For one, China's response is markedly different from the way it dealt with SARS. In contrary to its secretive ways 117 years ago, Beijing informed the WHO, shared the virus's gene sequence with the world, imposed travel restrictions, and quarantined 50 million people. However, experts suggest that the current outbreak is not as violent as 2002-2003. It has a mortality rate of less than 3% as compared to SARS death rate of nearly 10%. But we are looking at preliminary data, and scientists are likely to know the exact magnitude of the problem in the coming weeks. Right? So this is not a difficult passage. Easily you can understand what they're talking about. This is probably in the January or February of 2020 when the coronavirus started. So you get that idea, no? You get when this is written, you get what they're talking about because बहुत ही recent passage है. It's contemporary affairs, right? So let's answer the questions. Which of the following strengthens the author's arguments? Okay, strengthens. So Just highlight it. Cool. Chinese. Chinese authorities are not revealing the real picture of the virus outbreak due to international backlash. This would not strengthen the author's argument. This would actually weaken it, right? Because यहाँ पे इन्होंने बोला है that China's response is markedly different, and they say that secretive ways was 17 years ago, contrary to it. So they're not being secretive. They have informed the WHO, right? So this would actually weaken our argument, the author's argument, right? So one can obviously not, one cannot be the answer, right? Two, Chinese authorities do not have the technology to predict the number of people affected. Then also this is also not really there, right? Because they're not saying. I mean, yeah, this would strengthen the author's argument actually, because we're looking at preliminary data and we do not know the exact magnitude. This is what it's saying, right? And yeah, Chinese authorities haven't really said anything about it. So maybe this is correct. So we can go with two only. This would be a good guess or a good answer, right? Any D? Oh, okay, that's interesting. Why do you guys think D is the answer? Why do you think? Why, I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I'm going to check the answer sheet. Ek baar. Why do you think it's D and not B? Could somebody, Aisha or Anurag, unmute yourself and explain to me or share with the class? Or type, cause the passage was taught already once. Oh, okay. Is that so? Wait, could you guys tell me how much? Have you guys covered all of this before? Like, have you guys started doing the logical reasoning wala pehle? If so, please let me know. Then we'll just continue from where they have left off. No, but this passage you have done, yeah? You've already done the COVID wala passage. Okay, we'll skip this. Also, yes, the answer is D. I was incorrect. Because this is sort of an outlandish assumption, right? Because it is not really mentioned there. So the answer would be none of the above. I was wrong. I'm sorry for that. I'll go on to the next passage. Right, okay. Bombay High Court decision to grant conditional bail to Varanava Rao, an accused in the Elgar Parishad case, is welcome, even if belated. The 82-year-old poet activist has been in judicial custody since KA. He has been hospitalized for various ailments. His family has prayed for bail, citing his ill health. NIA court earlier denied interim bail, but the High Court has accepted Rao's submission that invoked Article 21 of the Constitution to press his right to health. As Supreme Court has held several times, bail must be the norm and jail the exception. Sadly, this principle is not being faithfully or consistently upheld. In Rao's case, High Court pointed out that NIA court was yet to frame the charges and nobody was in a position to tell within how much time the trial would be completed. The court observed the question is as to whether under trials can be forced to live in subhuman existence behind bars only because they stand accused of serious offences. High Court insisted on stringent bail conditions, including prohibiting Rao from leaving Mumbai. This striking fact is that cases such as this seem to confirm a pattern wherein the courts are seen to weighing excessively in favor of the state, especially when draconian legal provisions are invoked against the individual who may be protesting or expressing dissent. In recent times, the court have been seen to take the government's claim at face value when charges are pressed under exceptional laws such as UAP or sedition. A judicial bar must be set especially high. The courts need to ask tougher questions to agencies that seek to keep the accused in custody for extended periods of time pending trial. D.Y. Chandrachud soaring defense of bail in Anub Swami's case in November could serve as a guide. Our courts must ensure that they continue to remain the first line of defense. Deprivation of liberty, even for a single day, is one day too many. Alright, again, not a very tough passage. It is a little long, yes, but you are able to understand what you're talking about and you get the crux of it, right? So we go to the question 51. Which among the following does the author suggest? One of the reasons the court gave bail to the under trial was unnecessary over future proceeding All right. Let's see second one. According to the author, liberty of an individual should not be curtailed, not even for a single day. The judge believes that the court have been reduced to being puppets of the ruling government. Um, what do you guys think the answer is? The people who okay, Anurag says B. Any other answers? If you guys want me to go back to the paragraph, let me know. Aisha also says B. Others, there are 5, 6 other people in the class. Please, please, please tell me your answers, even if you're wrong. If you guys want me to go slow, please let me know, okay? If you're unable to understand something, or if you think I'm going too fast, you're not being able to catch up, let me know, all right? I'm only doing this because we have to cover a lot in this class. Please let me know if I'm going too fast. Any other answers? All right, we'll go with B. That is what the answer is. However, B says only 2. All right. But what about 1? One of the reasons the court gave bail to the under trial was the unnecessary uncertainty over future proceedings. Look at the second paragraph here. Right? High Court pointed out that NIA court was yet to frame charges and nobody was in a position to tell how much time the trial would be completed. So in Rao's case, the High Court is pointing out that NIA court has not framed the charges and he is still under arrest. And nobody knows how much time it will take for the trial to be completed. कब ट्रायल खत्म होगा किसी को पता है नहीं. So does this not mean that they granted bail because of uncertainty over future proceeding? Court gave bail to him now, and they said that this is the reason why they're giving bail, because पता नहीं कब ट्रायल खत्म होगा. Does that not mean that there is uncertainty over future proceedings? So A is suggested by the author, no? A is right. A is being suggested by the author. Have you guys understood that? Aisha, Anurag, why your answer was B? Have you understood that A is like A will be the correct answer? I'll tell you why 2 is wrong. But have you guys understood why 1 is something being suggested by the author? Everybody else, please write so that I get to know that you guys are not sleeping and you guys, okay, I should not understand. All right. See, this says that one of the reasons the court gave bail to the under trial was the uncertainty over future proceedings. And look at here. Rao's case, High Court. So the NIA court had said, NIA court denied bail, okay? But High Court has accepted Rao's submission. So NIA court denied him bail, but High Court has submitted his submission. मतलब क्या? मतलब High Court has given him bail because यहाँ पे देखो, his family has been pleading for bail. This is Rao's submission. Rao's submission is that bail दे दो मेरे को because my health is failing. I don't know कब तक ये case चलेगा. I'm very old. NIA court said no. This is not grounds for giving bail. High Court has accepted Rao's submission. And what does the High Court tell us? Why have they accepted the submission of Rao? Because nobody was in a position to tell us how much time the trial will be completed. This is extremely important, right? Nobody was in a position to tell us how much time it will take for the trial to be completed. So one of the reasons the court gave bail to the under trial, which is Rao, because he is the person under trial, was the uncertainty of future proceedings. Future proceedings being कब trial खत्म होगा, and uncertainty because nobody knew how much time it will take. Aisha, have you understood अभी? अभी भी कोई doubt हो तो please let me know. All right. Now coming to your answer was B, right? However, see this. According to the author, this is extremely important. This is something where I think you guys also went wrong. According to the author, liberty of an individual should not be curtailed, not even for a single day. पर ये किसने बोला है? ये author ने बोला है. Look at this. This is in quotes. This is, if something is in quotes, that does not mean that the author is saying it. Who is saying it? Justice D.Y. Chandrachud. This is not the author's beliefs. It is this justice's belief. one of the very famous and prominent judges in the Supreme Court, it is his belief that a court must ensure that they continue to do so, remain in the first line of defense. Deprivation of liberty, even for a single day, is one too many. उसके बाद पैसेज खत्म हो गया. Author ने नहीं बोला this is right, wrong, I agree with this, I do not agree with this. Nothing. He's just given a quotation, right? So we cannot really say that this is the author's, belief. This is Chandrachud's belief. Got it? Let's move forward then. So that is why the answer will be A, only one. 52 के options नहीं दिए क्या? Okay, we'll come back to this. I'll just mark it for now. 53. Which among... Oh, okay, options here. My bad. Right. The question is, what is the meaning of face value? Where is face value? Let's see. I mean, I'm not being able to find it. I read it somewhere, but face value basically, it means to accept somebody based on a superficial representation without, detailed scrutiny. Like, जो भी तुम बोलोगे, मैं मान लूंगा आप सही हो. That is face value, right? Which makes the answer A, superficial representation. That is why answer will be A. So usually you should go back to the passage and locate it, because that, it might give a different meaning, but here I'm pretty sure face value का एक ही meaning होता है, there are not multiple meanings. So answer will be A. But, and to save time, I'm not going back to the passage, but you should do that when you're giving the exam to be sure, okay? Let's read the other options also. To accept somebody based on detailed scrutiny. This is completely opposite. Face value में कोई detailed scrutiny होता ही नहीं है. Whatever I'm saying, you are agreeing to it. That is taking me at face value. To reject someone based on, again, this is also opposite. This is the only right. A is the only right answer. Baki sab ulta hai. 53. Which among the following pieces of evidence are in line with author's argument? Okay. Let's read A. Now understand one thing, that when they say that in line with author's argument, what does this mean? This means that there is a piece of evidence that is strengthening the author's argument. Okay, this is basically a strengthening question. Anurag says D. Anurag, is this for 53? Is D for 53? Yeah, okay. Let's see. Just understand, everybody else in the class and Anurag also, just that ऐसा question in line with other argument means it's a strengthening question. Okay. Vanurava Rao contracted coronavirus disease recently. All right. Last year, a judgment regarding Aadhaar bill was delivered in favor of the state. What? This goes completely against it, no? I mean, B तो कहीं है ही नहीं, ये तो कुछ भी बोल रहे हैं लोग. It's completely rubbish, okay? This you can completely eliminate abhi. Just some outlandish thing they're talking about, which is Aadhaar bill hasn't been said anywhere and no justification or reason. We're not talking about the Aadhaar bill, right? So B goes out of the window. So C can also obviously not be the answer. So we just need to understand whether A can be the answer or not, right? Vanurava Rao contracted coronavirus disease recently. But wouldn't this strengthen the author's argument? I understand why you guys gave the answer as D. But look at this. His family has pleaded for bail citing his ill health. Now understand that the evidence that he contracted coronavirus disease, would that not be in line with author's argument? It will be in line, right? Because you're talking about his ill health and he should be given bail right now because he is failing health. So what if he contracted coronavirus right now? That would mean that his health is even in further danger and he should get bail, right? So that is why A is actually in line with the author's argument. Sorry, where is it? Simply because it is strengthening the author's argument, right? Look at this, following pieces of evidence. इसका ये मतलब नहीं कि ये लिखा होना चाहिए पैसेज में. इसका मतलब पैसेज के बाहर क्या सच होने से पैसेज और स्ट्रॉन्ग हो जाएगा. Anurag, Gautam, Sanjana, have you been able to understand? This is a little tough, a tricky question. I would also be confused between A and D, but this is the reason why A will be the answer. It might not seem very convincing, but this is something you have to consider. सब कुछ पैसेज में नहीं रहेगा. They are giving you a piece of evidence that is separate from the passage. I know I'm going a little fast, but has everybody understood? Are we on the same page? Others, Gauri, Sanjana, Anurag, Kabir, Gautam, are you guys understanding what we're saying? Is everybody on the same page here? All right. Please, please, please just stop me wherever you want if you have any doubt. I don't mind repeating it however many times you guys want me to. All right, not a problem. So we are basic, but we don't have to consider what's out of the passage, no? Right, Anurag, I understand your question, but ये question ही वैसा है, no? They're talking about a piece of evidence. Piece of evidence मतलब passage में नहीं लिखा हुआ है. I understand why that might be a doubt, but you need to. Like when the question is framed in such a way that pieces of evidence in line with also argument, then you have to go out of the passage. Because, see, why did we say B nahi hai? Because this wasn't really connected with the passage anywhere. Varanava Rao contracting coronavirus strengthens the argument to give him bail, does it not? That is why we're considering it. You know, people who joined Abhi, we are doing CLAT Mock 2 logic session. We're solving it in class right now. Hopefully, you guys will solve it at home on your own also. If not, logic, at least the other sections. Because it's extremely important to do your mocks to get to know where you're standing, okay? Let's go to 54. Which among the following is an implicit assumption? Okay. Assumption. Why is this not working? Which of the following is an implicit assumption with the author? A. People should not be ill-treated just because they have been accused of a serious offense. Okay. Courts should be the first line of defense when people are deprived of the liberty. Okay. What is the answer according to you guys? A or C? Anurag is confused between A or C. So basically, you consider whether B should be an option or not. Okay. What about the other people? Aisha says C. Gautam says A. Gauri says C. First preference would be to C. Okay, Anurag. So basically, you guys have like Gautam says A. So you guys are a little confused whether B should be there or not. Okay, but yeah, the answer is C. That is the correct answer. That both of them are implicit assumptions. A तो बहुत clearly is implicit assumption है. People should not be ill-treated just because they have been accused of a serious offense. यहाँ पे जाएंगे हम लोग को सबसे पहले मिल जाएगा, right? He has been in judicial custody awaiting trial, but इसको they're talking about कि इसको देना चाहिए, bail देना चाहिए, right? Bail should be the norm and jail should be the exception. Simply because इसके ऊपर whoever this poet activist Varanava Rao, there has been an accusation of him of his grave nature. That does not mean that his rights, his humanity is taken away, right? So A is obviously implicit. Now let's look at B. Courts must be the first line of defense when people are deprived of their liberty. Isn't this sort of mentioned there? Right? We're talking about courts being the line of defense. However, we're talking about implicit, right? So in the whole passage, they're talking about why the court should intervene. The author is making an argument like here, this very line. Where is it? Bail must be the norm and jail is the exception. So C as well. C is the correct answer. B as well is implicit in the author's questions. Okay. So the correct answer would be C, both. Let's move on to 55. Has everybody understood? Gautam, you understood why B is also implicit? Gautam, please let me know if you have understood why B is also implicit. B भी implicit है. You've not understood? Okay, let's go through it again. What does B say? Courts must be the first line of defense when people are deprived of their liberty. Which of this is implicit assumption made by the author? Okay. Now let's read particular lines so that we go a little faster. Just a second. Right. So first and foremost is that this line being said by Justice Chandrachud. Right. He's quoting it. Right. That they remain to be the first line of defense. So this is a hint. However, this is, you cannot be sure about this. So you need to go a little bit further, dig a little deeper. Okay. So let's see this. Judicial bar must be set especially high. Courts need to ask tougher questions to keep the accused in custody, right? All right, let's look at further. These are all hints which give the answer as B, okay? Let's look at further hints inside it. Bail must be the norm and not the exception. Matlab, the court should come to the rescue of the people, which is what they're saying, that court should grant bail, right? Yeah, so these 2-3 clues will give you why it should be the answer. Have you understood now, Gautam? If you want me to repeat it once. All right, let's move forward then. 55. Which of the following is not one of the supporting ideas of the passage? Okay, interesting question. The principle of bail being an exception has not been routinely followed even after the Supreme Court's direction. Okay, this is a little tricky because has not been routinely followed. I'm not really sure about this. I need to go back and check. Okay. Is this really there in the passage or not? I need to go and check. Let's look at B. The court should pose tougher questions. Yeah, ये तो बहुत clearly इन्होंने बोला है. See, the court must have a lenient on state's action. Have been lenient. Yeah, इन्होंने बहुत clearly ये बोला है. All of the following. So it could either be A or D. That is what I'm thinking right now. What do you guys think the answer is? Anurag says D. Okay. What about other people? Do you guys think A is there in the passage? Aisha says D. Let's just go and look at. I'm pretty sure answer should be D, but let's just, for the sake of clarity, let's look into the passage again. What was the line? Bail has been an exception not routinely followed, even after Supreme Court's direction. Even after Supreme Court's direction, this is like sort of like an ultimatum sort of statement. So we need to check whether this is being said there or not. Right. This is clearly there. Supreme Court has said several times, made it law, but it is not being faithfully held or consistently upheld, right? So this is clearly there. So D is the answer. All of them are supporting ideas of the passage. Sanjana says C. Okay. Sanjana, what does C say? The court have been lenient on states' action, especially in cases related to invocation of draconian law. See what this is? This is a paraphrasing of the paragraph. Look at the word draconian law. This very word is present there. Let's look at it. Where is it? Here. The disquieting fact is that cases such as this seem to confirm a pattern. Now, what is this pattern he's talking about? The courts are seen to weigh excessively in favor of state, especially when draconian legal provisions are invoked against the individual. What does this mean? That the courts are favoring the state, especially in draconian legal provisions, right? And let's look at what they say. The courts have been lenient on the state's action, especially related to invocation of draconian laws. So this is clearly implicit there, no? Draconian law मतलब बहुत पुराना time से जो laws है which should be outdated by now, right? That is basically what draconian says. Draconian means excessively harsh or severe. This is suggested by there was a legislator in ancient Greece, in Athens, Draco. His name was Draco or Dracon. He was the first recorded legislator in Athens in ancient Greece, and he replaced the system of oral law and blood feud by written code, which was extremely harsh law. This is like the first law written, right? That is why the word draconian comes from. All right, draconian law means very harsh laws, very old laws that are not modern anymore. That should not be there anymore. That is what it means. In just a second. Okay, there's another passage. Should we do the passage first? कितने passages हैं? ठीक है, passage ही करते हैं अभी. Let's look at passage 3 then. Right, I'll be reading it थोड़ा जल्दी. I am reading it on my own, so you guys, I request you guys to read it along with me, okay? I'm reading it a little fast, but if you guys have any problem, tell me. I'll wait for a couple of minutes so that you guys complete read it. I'll just bring it on the same page. That's easier. Okay. Every single Indian who needs to be vaccinated will be vaccinated. This is a rallying cry of the COVID-19 immunization protocol for India. Yet, as the country undertakes its biggest immunization drive, a query arises. Will this include people in custody? People in custody, whether accused or convicted, must be considered a priority for immunization drive. Now look at this. This passage is on similar lines in passage 2, right? They're talking about the rights of the people who are accused, rights of the people who are in custody, rights of people who are about to be incarcerated. So this is a little in line with the previous argument. यहाँ पे उन्होंने कहा health के बारे में बात कर रहा था, health of people who are imprisoned. यहाँ पे भी उनका ही बात कर रहा है, health of people who are, in custody. Let's read forward. The Sustainable Development Goals, the SDGs, call to leave no one behind, has helped push boundaries and promote inclusiveness. With vaccinations now available, we need to ensure that those in custody also have access to the cure. In 1997, in Supreme Court decision, and this is this, it upheld the protection of health of prisoners. For like GK, this is a very, very important question, right? I'm pretty sure you guys have covered stuff like this, like static GK. But yeah, in this particular case, the Supreme Court ruled, apex court matlab highest court by Supreme Court, that the state has an obligation to preserve life, whether person is innocent or criminal liable to be punished under law. Right to life. This is basically a premonition to right to life. Now let's read forward. The Constitution may not guarantee fundamental right to health, but it is subsumed under right to life, right? What I was talking about earlier. Right to health is not a fundamental right individually, but it is under right to life. It constitutes under right to life. Now, this particular group was constituted to strategize the inoculation, my bad. The CoWIN application was developed to track vaccines, their administration, and their e-recording. CoWIN relies on access of technology, which is mobile phones, and when it comes to people in custody, they do not have all of this. That's what they're saying. The committee formulating strategy needs to understand the bottlenecks which may arise. Bottlenecks matlab loopholes, sort of issues that might arise or problems that might come up. Specific implementation plans must be rolled out. This includes checking logistical barriers. This is talking about what can be done. This will be the two tests of commitment to promote inclusion. All right. So not a very tough passage. छोटा है, easy है, easy to understand. Everybody got through the passage. कोई भी problem हुआ किसी को? Any doubts in the passage? Any particular word you might be stuck on? Anything? Let me know. No doubt. All right. Let's move forward. 56. Based on the passage above, with which among the following author is most likely to disagree with? Now this is something I used to make a lot of mistake in when I was giving CLAT. ये agree disagree ना मैं ठीक से पढ़ता नहीं था. So बहुत बार मैं उल्टा आंसर दिया आता था. Make sure you don't do that, okay? Read the question properly. 56. People in custody do not have adequate access to technology. That is something that the author will agree with, right? यहाँ पे ही उन्होंने बोला है CoWIN relies on access to technology. People in custody reliability rests on sticky grounds. इसका मतलब they think that adequate access to नहीं है. What do you guys think the answer is, by the way? I forgot to ask. I'm asked D, but now I think it can be C. Okay, what about other people? Others, give your answers fast. What do you guys think the answer is? Let's see the other options also. Prison A nahi hai, obviously, because A is something that he will agree with. Prisoners must face a disproportionate effect of the coronavirus pandemic. All right, interesting. C, there is clarity on whether the prisoners will get access or not. Okay, the author will agree with all of the above. Others, what do you guys think the answer is? Do you guys think the author will agree with B and C? Gautam says B. Now, Gautam, again, read properly. The author is most likely to disagree with. Alright? Read this carefully. Most likely to disagree with. Or he says C. Okay, the answer is C. Anurag, your present answer is right. Now, let's look at why A is not there. बहुत clearly मैंने आपको दिखा दिया है. B, right? Somebody said B. Gautam said B. Prisoners may face a disproportionate effect. Isn't this something that the author will agree with? Look at this. They're talking about why the people during COVID pandemic, बाकी लोगों को तो immunization drive मिल रहा है. But what about the people in custody? He talks about leaving no one behind, right? He's talking about how these people should also get COVID. These people also get the COVID vaccine. However, यहाँ पे accurate data rests on sticky grounds, right? Because everything depends on technology, and the people incarcerated do not really have access to technology. The committee must understand the bottlenecks that may arise. Bottlenecks may arise for those in custody, right? So this means that B is not the answer. He will agree with B. He will say कि इन लोग पे गंदा effect होगा coronavirus का because they might not be looking to include these people, right? So B is not the answer. C is the answer because there is clarity. There isn't clarity. This shouldn't be a tough question for, like, this shouldn't be a mistake you should be making abhi tak. Simply because there is no clarity, right? He's talking about what you should do. Isn't he asking? The question kya hai yahan pe? Will this include people in custody? Look at this question. This question itself means that there is no clarity, right? The whole reason why the author is writing this passage is to gain clarity. It should tell people what you should do. So there isn't clarity as of now. So the answer will be C, okay? The author will not agree with this. Let's look at D. Oh, sorry. Let's look at 57. Is this clear, by the way? Gautam, Gauri, everybody else. Okay. 57. Which of the following is not one of the supporting ideas of the passage? Supporting ideas, okay? Make sure you underline these words when you're reading it so that galti nahi ho jaye. The fact that COVID relies on access to technology may be undesirable for access to prisoners on vaccine. No, this seems as if it is, right? Anurag says D. Others give you answers, okay? B says the prisoners must be given priority access, given the disproportionate effects they may suffer. All right. C. The Supreme Court is in support to access of vaccines to prisoners regardless of their criminal record. Gautam says A. Okay. Gauri says D. Anurag says D. What about others? Sanjana, Milind, Kabir, everybody else. Let me know what your answer is. Right, so the answer is D. The answer indeed. Right, the answer indeed is D. Because let's look at Gautam was confused in A, no? Let's see why A is not the correct answer. A says that fact COVID relies on technology may be undesirable. This is a supporting idea, right? Let's read यहाँ पे. What does it say? COVID relies on access to technology, mobile phones for people to upload details for their comorbidities. And when it comes to people in custody, reliability for uploading accurate data rests on sticky grounds. Right? Rests on sticky ground. Okay, these two lines give A. So this is a supporting idea of the passage. Right? So A goes out the window. Similarly, B, because the author is indicating that prisoners must be given the priority access. right? This is one of the solutions यहाँ पे इन्होंने बोला है. Give them access, early access. See, Supreme Court is in support of the access. Yes, it is. Because Supreme Court says that protection of health of prisoners, state an obligation to preserve life, whether blah blah blah. So this gives us C also. The answer, correct answer will be D. Have we understood this? Is this clear? Gautam, is this clear? Why A is not the answer? Please let me know. All right. Let's move forward. 58. Which one among the following pieces of evidence most weakens the author's stand that access to vaccine should be given to prisoners? This is a weakening question, okay? The word weakening is there. It's a weakening question. In India, there is one medical staff for 243 inmates and a high staff vacancy. All right. Let's look at B. Nelson Mandela rules frame international basic standards for treatment of prisoners, including medical health and self-governance. India has not ratified this international statute. Okay. The Model Prisoner Manual also upholds every prisoner's right to basic health. Model Prisoner Manual is statutory obligation legislated by US legislature. What is the answer, guys? Anurag says D. Okay. What about others? What do you guys think the answer is? Gautam also says B. Okay, let's look at it. B मतलब both A and B बोल रहे हैं ना. पहले C को एलिमिनेट करने का देखते हैं. Model Prisoner Manual upholds right to basic health needs. It is a statutory document legislated by US legislature. This is strengthening the author's weak arguments, right? They're not saying this is not weakening the author's argument really. You know. So C is obviously not the correct answer. Let's look at A. In India, there is one medical staff for 243 inmates and a high staff vacancy. What does this mean? It means that when the ratio of medical professionals to prisoners is so low, 243 to 1, that access to vaccine to prisoners will be compromised. You know, that it is weakening the author's stand simply because people do not really have, like India does not have the mechanism for giving vaccine to the inmates. Even if I want to give it, I will not be able to give it because such a low medical staff ratio. So A is clearly weakening the author's stand. Now let's look at B. Is it really affecting the author's stand? What does B say? Nelson Mandela rules frame international basic standards which give right to treatment to others, but India has not ratified the statute. So what? Why should this matter? Even though India has not ratified the Nelson Mandela rules, it will not affect the author's stand, no. Because इन्होंने यहाँ पे बोला है सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने ऑलरेडी रूल कर चुका है that health of the prisoners must be supported. Now I understand why you might be confused a little bit. See, not ratifying something does not mean going against it. Suppose UN का कोई resolution आता है, if you're not ratifying that resolution, does not mean you're necessarily against it. And look here. Supreme Court में directly बोला है ना कि give them protection to health, give them preserve their life, an obligation to preserve life. So why do I care what other international obligation I may have when the apex court, when the highest lawmaking body in my land is saying in लोग को right दो? I don't really care what the Nelson Mandela rules state. अगर यहाँ पे कुछ लिखा होता कि इंडिया गोज अगेंस्ट नेल्सन मंडेला से, यहाँ पे लिखा होता कि in a recent Supreme Court case, the earlier laws were overturned. Tab this would be a correct answer. But here B is not really correct answer. I don't really give a shit what the Nelson Mandela rules state and whether India has ratified it or not. Have you guys understood that reasoning? Have you guys understood why B is irrelevant? Gautam, please let me know. rewrite, why you, because this is a little tricky. Like you should understand ऐसा tricks आता है, बहुत commonly आता है question paper में. Then it's A. Yeah, the answer is A. Okay, let's just complete this passage and we'll do a couple of singular questions. We'll do the other passage in the next class. Let's look at 59. Which among the following is an assumption made by the author on the passage? Just a second. Right, sorry for that. Which of the following is an assumption made by the author in the passage? Assumption question. Okay, we've done this earlier. How a country treats its prisoners in difficult times is rooted for a commitment to promote inclusion and fairness. All right. The fact that the Supreme Court has upheld will provide way to access to prisoners in the vaccine. Okay. What do you guys think the answer is? A, B, C, D. C. Yeah, the C is the correct answer. Everybody has gotten it. Easy question था ये तो बहुत clearly सब कुछ दिया हुआ है. All right, let's look at 60 now. 60 is the last question in this passage, I guess. सबको clear है ना, कोई doubt नहीं था ना किसी को. Easy question था ये तो काफी. All right. Which among the following has been used as a premise to the author's argument? 1. 27% of prisons in the 19 continue to be overcrowded. Supreme Court ordered the release of some prisoners to ease pressure. STG is not in support of idea of access to vaccine by all. What are your answers, guys, for number 60? Anurag says B. Okay. What about others? Gautam also says B. Okay. बाकी लोग के आंसर्स क्या है? This isn't a very tricky question if you read the question properly. Yeah, but the question is more important than the options presented. Look at this. Which has been used. Look at the wording of the passage. Look at the wording of the question. Which of the following has been used as a premise? मतलब ऑथर ने वो बोल चुका है अपने पैसेज में ऐसा क्या है? 27% ग्लैमर ओवरक्राउड तो कहीं लिखा ही नहीं है पैसेज में. The numbers 27 is not there in the passage. He is not talking about overcrowding of prisons. So A, this one goes out of the window. Not there. Look at B. Supreme Court ordered the release of some prisoners. What? Is this really there? Has been used. Look at these words. This is very, very important. Which of the following has been used as a premise? But has Supreme Court... What does he talk about Supreme Court? When the author is talking about the Supreme Court, he only refers it into situations. Firstly, in the Ramamurthy case, where the Supreme Court said that prisoners also have the right to health, they should be given protection of health, and the Pramanand Katara case, right, where they say that there is an obligation of state to protect life, whether innocent or criminal. But Supreme Court, what is it? Supreme Court and release of prisoners. Is it anywhere mentioned here? It's not, right? Look at this. We're not talking about which can be used as a premise. It is not a supporting question. This is not a strengthening question. This is a factual question. Maybe some of you confused this to be a strengthening question and answered the option as B. This is not a strengthening question at all. This is a factual question. What the author has used. And the author has clearly not said anything like to, right? So this also goes out of the window. SDG is not in support of the idea of access to vaccine. ये क्या बोल रहा है? ये तो पूरा उल्टा है. Look here. Where is SDG? SDG is called to leave no one behind. No one behind मतलब सबको दो वैक्सीन. तो इसका ये मतलब नहीं कि ये बोल रहे हैं कि ये तो उल्टा बोल रहे हैं ना. एसडीजी सेइंग कि प्रिजनर्स को भी वैक्सीन दो बिकॉज नो वन शुड बी लेफ्ट बिहाइंड. सो सी इज ऑल्सो नॉट देयर. सी का उल्टा यूज हुआ है इनफैक्ट. So the correct answer here is B. None of these, because none of these has been used. Has been used. This is a very important term. You need to understand this. Is this clear? Almost everybody made a mistake here. Have you guys understood this? Please let me know. अगर कोई भी डाउट है अभी भी समझ में नहीं आया प्लीज मेरे को बोल दो. आई एक्सप्लेन इट अगेन. Has been used is very important. You need to read the question very carefully. This is not a strengthening question or a weakening question at all. It is a factual question. Okay, I'll explain it again, Anurag. Look at this. Right. Let's read this properly. देखो ये ABCD तो बहुत स्टूपिड है. ये तो आपको बस देखना है 1 2 3 में क्या रही है. ABCD तो कोई भी कर सकते हैं, वो रिलेटेड नहीं है ना. Let's look at the first statement. Which of the following has been used to as a premise? Premise का मतलब क्या हुआ? What does premise mean? It means a statement that an argument claims will induce or justify a conclusion, right? Outline, yeah. It is basically saying कि अगर ये सही है तो ये सही है. A premise. Statement to mean कि मतलब to strengthen my argument I make a premise, right? To giving examples is a premise. But look here, 27 मतलब has been used. Firstly, look at this. Has been used. Is everybody clear with the fact that this question is a factual question and not a strengthening or a weakening question? ये समझ में आ गया? बस क्वेश्चन पढ़ के which of the following has been used मतलब ऑथर के आर्ग्यूमेंट्स में लिखा होना चाहिए. ठीक है. हाँ चला गया. हाँ तो पहला पढ़ो. इन 27 एक सेकेंड. Right. So the following has been used. So 27% of prisoners in 19 blah 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 remain to be overcrowded. यहाँ पे overcrowd के बारे में बात की है. Let's just look at it. Overcrowd. 101 सिर्फ एक ही जगह overcrowded है. पैसेज में इन्होंने overcrowded लिखा ही नहीं है. So clearly the passage is not talking about overcrowded as a premise. है ना? This goes out because ये हो ही नहीं सकता है. It's not a premise, right? Okay. Now look at 2. Supreme Court ordered the release of prisoners. कहाँ लिखा है ये? Release of prisoners. Supreme Court वर्ड ही 2 बार mentioned है पैसेज में. ये केस में और ये केस में. और कहीं पे भी लिखा हुआ है Supreme Court has ordered release of prisoners. Can you get anywhere in the passage इन्होंने लिखा है Supreme Court has ordered a release of prisoners? नहीं ना. So B2 is also not supported by the passage simply because it has not been used. फैक्चुअल क्वेश्चन आपको बस मिलाना है ये लाइन को पैसेज से. अगर ये लाइन और ऐसा कुछ इसका पैराफ्रेज लाइन और सिमिलर लाइन पैसेज में दिख गया मतलब ये सही है. ऐसा हमको दिख ही नहीं रहा है तो 1 और 2 तो गया. 1 और 2 तो है ही नहीं, है ना. Look at 3. Sustainable development goals is not in support. are not होना चाहिए, that's correct, but whatever. Not in support of the idea of access of vaccines to prisoners. But isn't this completely opposite to what the passage is saying? The passage talks about the fact that SDGs are in leave no one behind. Leave no one behind का क्या मतलब हुआ? सबको वैक्सीन दो, है ना? आप prisoner हो या नहीं हो, आप incarcerated हो या नहीं हो, you are accused or you are innocent, I don't care. I don't give a shit. Everybody should get a vaccine. That is what the SDGs talk about. But what does this say? The SDGs do not support the idea of access to vaccine to prisoners. This is completely opposite to what the SDG is saying. So none of these have been used as a premise of the author's argument. Is this clear? अभी समझ में आया or you guys want me to go through it once more? Let me know. Alright, clear. Others also please let me know. Okay. बहुत सिंपल क्वेश्चन है. This is not something you should be mistaken अगर क्वेश्चन ठीक से पढ़ोगे तो. As the ये मतलब बस देखो पैसेज में लिखा है तो होगा, नहीं लिखा हुआ है तो नहीं होगा. इसमें दिमाग लाने की जरूरत ही नहीं है, बस आपको देखना है पैसेज में लिखा है कि नहीं. सिंपल. We won't do passage 4 and 5. We have already ended the time. We just do a couple of the simple questions till the logic team joins us. I'll just let them know. Just a second. Yeah, we'll just do a couple of individual questions जो last में लिखा होता है. We'll do the passage 5 and 6 बाकी है ना. We'll do those on the next class. Okay. Let's look at number 70. ऐसा क्वेश्चन तो यूजुअली आता नहीं है, but let's just look at it. 843, 1141 missing, 3970. Okay. Ah. Any answers? Series. It's a very simple series to be looked at. कोई आंसर तो बताना so that I try and sort it out. Give your answers, guys. Any answer, just put it in the chat box. I'll look at it. सबका आंसर बी है. ओके, some are guessing. Okay, I'll explain it to it. थोड़ा सा लाइट कम है. Right, अब क्लियर है, सबको दिख रहा है. Look at this. Sorry. हाँ, ये देखो. When you see such like this, no, इसको आपको देखना है कैसे differentiate हो रहे हैं numbers. This is not really one series, these are two series. 8, 11-17 is one series. और यहाँ पे दूसरा सीरीज है 43, 41, 39, 37, 35. ये सीरीज में -2 हो रहा है. The red color वाला सीरीज is -2, 43 -2, 41, 41 -2, 39, 39 -2, 37. ऐसे चलता रहेगा. और ये सीरीज में +3 ऐड हो रहा है. 8 + 3 11, 11 + 3 14, 14 + 3 17, 17 + 3 20 and so on. So the answer will be B, which is correct. Calling was completely correct. Okay, simple series. Look at this. Just ध्यान से देखना होता है. Spend it a couple of minutes, you get it. Okay, let's look at 70. अच्छा no, I think project news is what? Just a second, I'll just drop them a message. Sorry, logic. The answer is D. Anurag says D. Okay, let's look at it. Just a second, guys. Just a second. Okay, I'm sorry for that. Let's just look at it once more. I was just speaking to the team. They'll join in a bit. In a 4-day period, Monday through Thursday, okay? Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday, each of the following temporary office workers worked only one day, each a different day. Mrs. Johnson scheduled to work on Monday, but she dated Mrs. Carter. Okay, so let's look at this. So यहाँ पे लिखना होगा ना, यहाँ पे होगा, एक second. Okay, the answer you guys are giving is D, which is good. If you guys are able to do it on your own, let's look at it though. हाँ तो I'm sorry, my computer is hanging a little bit. एक second. All the other answer was D. Sorry. Right, hope you can see my screen. So let's just try and solve it यहाँ पे. पता नहीं क्या हो गया इसमें. Question number 70 था ना? Just a second. Right, yeah. 71, right. Let's look at it. So Monday से Thursday है ना? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Mr. Johnson was scheduled to work on Monday, but read with Mr. Carter. So Carter is working on Monday, and Johnson is working on Wednesday, है ना? Fact read with Cook. Kirk was scheduled to work on Thursday, so Fack is working on Falk, sorry, Thursday, and Kirk obviously on Tuesday. So the Kirk is, हाँ, काफी simple था. So I'm sure all of you got this right. I don't think the logic. Okay, we'll just do a little bit of more of logic only. We'll wait for the GK team to join in. अगर नहीं तो we'll probably reschedule the GK class. Okay. Let's look at the other question. Sorry. 72. Children are in pursuit of a dog whose leash has been broken. James is directly behind the dog. Ruby is behind James. Rachel is behind Ruby. Max is ahead of blah blah blah. Or what the answer, guys? Anybody? Any answers? Anurag says D. Okay. Okay. Let's get it. Right. James is directly behind the dog. Okay. So directly behind. Okay. यहाँ पे dog है. यहाँ पे James है. Ruby is behind James. So Ruby is somewhere here. Max is ahead of the dog and walking down the street in the opposite direction. So all of these, let's assume that all of these are going this way. But Max is somewhere here and he's walking this way. Children and dog pass. Max turns around and joins the pursuit. Okay. So they pass and then Max, he comes here somewhere. What is Max? He is behind Ruby. So Max Ruby के पीछे. James runs faster and is alongside the dog on the left. Anurag says C. Okay. So let's look at it. James runs faster and is alongside the dog on the left. Dog के left में है James. Right? James was here only, so James comes here. Okay. Ruby runs faster and is alongside the dog on the right. So Ruby right में आ गया. Which child is behind the dog? Max ही होगा ना, because Max ही बाकी है. Shouldn't it be Max? एक second. Oh, but where is Rachel? Look at Rachel is behind Ruby. Let's look at where Rachel is. Rachel was behind Ruby. Max is ahead of the dog. Max joins the pursuit. He runs in behind Ruby. Huh. But Rachel is also behind Ruby, and Max is also behind Ruby, no? Why should it be Rachel and not Max, or Max and Rachel? Why should Rachel be behind Max? I have not understood. Anurag, you say it's C, so you're saying it's Rachel. Why do you think so? Could you explain to us? Or to people like Gauri and Gautam who say D, why should it be Max and not Rachel? Yeah, sure. Yeah, no, I get it. I get what you're saying, Gauri, but why should Rachel not be directly behind? So let's do it again. Right, so there is a dog who is directly behind it. James is directly behind it. Ruby is behind James. And Rachel is behind Ruby, right? This is what we know. This was the first scenario, hey no? But all of these changes happen, right? So let's look at the changes. Max is right now here somewhere. He is running like this. Everybody else is running this way. So changes happen, and see, they say that Max is also running behind Ruby. So Max is also somewhere here. You know, we don't know who is in front, Max or Rachel. Then all the changes happen. James is on the left of the dog. Ruby is on the right. And then Rachel and Max, you don't know who is in front, no? When Max started running, he was behind Ruby. Yeah, I know. I get it. Max is behind Ruby, but so is Rachel. Rachel is also behind Ruby. Look at this. He runs in behind Ruby. Okay, okay. I mean, I get what you're saying, but I get what you're saying, Anurag. But I mean, there is a little. Maybe the reason why they have given Rachel as the answer is because of this word "runs in." So maybe they mean to say that Max is directly runs in, meaning he's directly behind Ruby or not. I'll clarify this with you who said this question paper. It's a little. You won't get such questions in CLAT ऐसे मतलब जहाँ पे वो होता है ना क्या बोलते हैं where there is something so not confirmed वैसे questions आते नहीं है CLAT में मतलब usually everything will be properly defined. Maybe a line or two is missing there somewhere. I'll just check it out with the question setters. Right, I think the GK team is not there today. They might have some work. So we'll reschedule the GK class, okay? So that is all for today. We only have logic. We'll continue with the question paper solving in the next class. And yeah, you guys get half an hour scot free. Please, all of you who have not done the work, who have not done the mock, please do it, okay? And like, अगर अभी आपने थोड़ा क्वेश्चन हम लोगों ने सॉल्व कर लिया बट तो भी डू इट अगेन. You're supposed to revise mocks also, like, so at the end of the CLAT preparation when the exam is like a couple of weeks, then you're supposed to you know re-give the mocks you've done previously, so that's what we did, and that helps a lot. And I think CLAT का dates भी revise होने वाले ना वापस, they'll get to know. Okay, we'll get to know, we'll figure it out, we'll figure out a plan that way. If you guys have any questions or yes मतलब dates के लिए बोल रहे हो क्या 15? If you guys have any questions or anything, please let me know. But now you guys are free to leave, not a problem. All right, all the best. I'll see if we have a couple of worksheets more. We'll send to you to solve. And please, if you have not solved any worksheet पुराना भी या फिर mock नहीं किया, please do it. अगर time भी कम से कम solve तो करो. And doing a time mock is very important. Please do it. अगर ये mock miss हो गया, do the next one. Okay. Bye guys. Feel free to log out. If you have any questions, you may stay back. No worries.